The God Who Sees is a song inspired by the biblical story of Hagar in Genesis 16. Hagar, an outcast and slave, encounters God in the wilderness and declares, "You are the God who sees me." It is often in the desert places that God is doing his best work. In every story in the Bible where people were exiled in a wilderness or in a desert, miracles happened. And this same God sees us in our despair and delivers us from it. This song emphasizes that God sees us in our lowest moments, he hears our cries, and he celebrates our victories. It reminds us that even when we feel unseen and forgotten, God is always present and aware of our struggles, and he is here with us. He is the God who sees. May the words of this song offer you comfort and assurance of God's love. Hagar was a single mother. She was abandoned by the family she belonged to, and there in the wilderness with her son alone, with very little provision, she was wondering, she was questioning, does anyone care? She's crying in the desert. She's lost in her despair. She thinks nobody loves her. Hagar thinks nobody's there. But God says, "Don't fear, I'll ring a fire around her, and I'll hear the glory in her midst, and the power of my presence will bring her to her knees, and I will lift her up again, for I'm the God who sees. I'm the God who sees." Oh, oh, oh. And then he speaks in gentle whispers, and he softly calls her name. She feels his arms enfold her as he holds her, and she'll never be the same, 'cause I'm the God who never changes, and my promises are true. And when this world deserts you, this is what I'll do. And then there's another woman named Ruth. She was from the land of Moab. She was met with grief and heartache. She was a widow, and she lived with her mother-in-law, who was also a widow. And now it was time to move on. But Ruth had never been to Bethlehem. She had never tasted of the house of bread. But now she heard an inner invitation
in the garden. When you